All right. So, as per the last class, we discussed about the AWS console, right? How it looks and what kind of stuffs is there in this. So this is how the AWS console looks. Okay, and you can see there are various services available here. Okay. So before going it, let me show you how to create the AWS console. Okay, which will help you to understand how the creation of it. Okay, so first of all, you log out. Okay, let me log out from my side. Okay, so before creation of the AWS console or getting access, the two things are required. Okay, they are two things are required. One is email ID. Okay, and if you have any credit card, uh, that will help you to creation of the AWS console. So here you may get a doubt, what's the use of the credit card? They will take it as a security. Okay, so for the verification, they will cut some like $1 or something, but they will revert it back. Okay, so for the verification purpose, they use a credit card. All right, and if in some cases, if you're consuming, that will not deduct. Okay, you have to pay as per your requirements. Okay, so created just for the security reasons to creation of the AWS console. Okay, so what you have to do here is, okay, sign into the console. So here, uh let me go sign the username. Okay. So here you will see create a new AWS account. Okay, click this create a new AWS account. Okay, here we got it out. Yes, actually, debit card will also work on this, but most of the time we prefer credit card only. But you can try with debit card also, Anurag. It's fine. You can try. Okay. All right. So here you give an email ID of your own. Okay, and you can give a name for it. Let's say, okay, and give a name for it. I would say like Rick Trail. Okay, verify the email. Okay, so it will send an email ID to the, it will send one verification email to our Gmail account. Okay, so if I go and let me check if I get any email out of it. Okay, so let me check if it is opened or not. Okay, give me a second. All right. So you can give any Gmail, you can give Yahoo Mail, Gmail, or whichever is there. Okay. But it should not be registered before. It should be new to that. If it is registered to it, then you have to go for a new email ID and then you have to try from your end again. Okay. Now let's see. It is showing like your email ID is already exist if it is in exist state. Okay. All right. You sign into your AWS account using email address and see. So it is already been available. All right. If it is not, then you will get a verification code for it. You have to enter the verification code here. Okay, and click verify. It will go to the next page where it will ask for your names and all, and give the required details of the cards also, and click submit, and then you will be able to create the AWS account. Okay. So this is how the AWS account is created. Okay, so I would suggest to create an email ID, create an AWS account from your end. Okay, so if you have any doubts in it, you can ping me tomorrow also, or you can try it now also if you have a time. Okay, so it will help you to create an AWS account in it. So do you have any doubt in it? Or you want me to create a new one, because I have to create a new email ID and then I have to add the credit card details. Okay, so if you want, I will show that also. But it will be having a minimum basic details, your name, your address, and all. Okay. Okay, fine, fine. So this is how we create an AWS account. I would request, please create it from yourself today. If you have any doubt, please share me the screenshot today or tomorrow during the sessions, so that it will help me and I will try to sort it out for you also. Okay. Okay. Yes, yes, we can go and create on ourselves also. Not an issue. Okay. So let me log back to my AWS console. Okay, give me a second. Let me check if I have something. One second. One second. Give me a second. Some issue with this AWS management also. Second. Oh, sorry. Let me share the screen. One second. Okay. So this is a Cloud Pathshala. Okay, and this is the email ID and Tiger. Let's give a password to it. Okay, so on the first login, you will be able to see this all services. Okay. All right. So you can able to see the billing also. Here you can see the costing also. The current billing, how much is the current billing? And the last month cost was $32. Okay. And the current month's next usage is also shows. And it will shows which was the usage here. You can see. Okay. So this is how the we manage the AWS console here. Okay. All right. So let's go into the topic, one of the topic. Mm, EC2. So we'll discuss a topic EC2 instance. Okay. So we'll discuss what is EC2, what's the use of it, and what are the parameters we have to check while creation of the EC2. We will learn all this today's session. Let's start creating. Let me open the notepad. Okay. EC2. EC2 known as Elastic Cloud Compute. Okay. So this is what EC2 does. All right. Okay. So to run your application or to run something of your usage, you need one machine, right? Or let's say for laptop. Okay. Let's say for desktop. Right. So coming to the infrastructure level in a cloud, we call these kind of things as an instance. Okay. Okay. Here they don't call it as a server. Server is nothing but an instance. Okay. So instance is nothing but a server which will having a few kind of configurations as per the requirement, and based on that, the applications are installed on this instance and they will use it for their application and all. This is what the Elastic Cloud Compute is. Okay. So let's go to the definition, what it means. Okay. Okay, so what is mean by EC2 is AWS EC2 is a service that provides a resizable compute capacity in the cloud. Okay, so EC2 is also a service. So what is mean by this resizable compute capacity? Resizable compute capacity means, for suppose, okay, a user want 4 GB RAM and 4 CPU machine. Okay. So that is what the configuration which the user suggested. Okay. But now the user has got a new load and user thinks that I need to increase my configurations. So now he wants 8 GB RAM and let's say 8 vCPUs. Okay. So in a real world, it will take time, right? To create, you have to manage everything, you have to get hardware resources and all. But here, But here with a few clicks, here with a few clicks, we can increase the 4 GB RAM and 4 CPU to 8 GB RAM and 8 vCPUs. Okay, so without any hassle, just a few clicks in a fraction of seconds, the your configurations will be increased to it. But here the downtime is required. Okay, the machine has to goes down, it is to be powered off, and then make these changes. Then immediately the required configurations will be available for you for that instance. Okay, instance is nothing but a server. Okay, so here what is happening is, as per the requirement, I am able to change the capacity of the compute. So that is what the resizable compute means. So this is what the one of the great feature of using the cloud, because it varies, it changes the configurations as per our requirement. Okay, and it reduces time. To procure new server, bootable OS. Okay, so let's discuss the two things here. See, to get a machine, you will get at least like 2 to 3 days as a buffer time. Okay, so once today you apply for the new machine, the vendor will provide it in at least 2 days, and it has to be configured. It almost let's take like a 3 days as a buffer zone for it. Okay, but coming to the cloud, it will take just a fraction of seconds, and you can be able to configure the OS and application also, and the bootable OS. So what is this bootable OS? We all know about OS, just for information I'm saying, operating system. Okay. As we all know, computer communicate in binary. Okay. That is 1 or 0. Okay. But a human cannot understand and cannot configure or cannot convert that, yeah, the requirement into the binary all the time. Okay. So for that there should be some change in it, right? There should be some alternative for it. So the OS will work as intermediate communicator. Okay. So this is what the OS do. So whatever the activities, what the steps you want to do, you can take the help of an OS, install it on the machine, and you will be able to start your activity. So in the current world, there are popular OSs are Linux and Windows. Okay, so these are the two popular OSs which are available in the market. There are many other OSs are also there as per the requirement. You can select the flavor whichever you want for the creation of the EC2 instance. Okay, so this is what the it does, and the next point is it allows quickly scale capacity as we discussed before, both, but here the point is both up and down. What is this up and down? We know scale up means we can increase the CPU and the RAM as the trainer suggested. What is this up down? Means it means like, suppose for a reason your work has been done and you feels like there is no more use of using this high configuration. So in that case, you can roll back to this configuration also. Okay, so it will help you to decrease the scale capacity also. So see, that is the feature of using the console of EC2 instances. So you can scale up and scale down your requirements, okay, for the configuration. Mhm. This is also one of the feature of using EC2 instances. So as per the AWS norms, or let's say as per the AWS features, there are various kinds of usage models to use the services actually. Okay. Oh, is it? Okay, okay, okay. Let me check, friends. Let me check 1 second. Sorry for the disturbance. Let me check from my side actually. Maybe. Is it now fine? Or still facing this issue of voice breakage? Yeah, okay, fine, fine. Thank you for the intimation. Okay, so AWS features, okay. So there are various ways of payments and all and using the services of the AWS. Okay, right. So the one is pay as you go model is there. Okay, and the second is pay less. Okay, and as use more option is there. And another one is pay even less when you are reserve capacity. So we used to see various offers when you buy any product like pay now or buy now or pay later or pay in installment levels and on, right? So in the same fashion, AWS also have some payment models here. So here is pay as you go. So you pay for the services, you use it. Okay. And you can do one more option like you pay less and you can use more. That means upfront cost, that means advance. If you pay the amount in advance, okay, then you will able to use more. What it is, suppose there is one EC2 service, okay, and that is cost around like $20 a year. Okay, so what we'll do after generation of the bill only, you will pay the payment of $20. But if for suppose, and for that the duration of the EC2 instance is for 1 year. Okay, and for suppose somehow if you paid the $20 before the starting the service or before starting the usage of the service, then they will give a one more year and addition to it. Okay, so with the $10 you can use the services for 2 years. Okay, so this is I'm giving one example for it for understanding. So these kind of options the AWS provide for the new users actually. Okay, and if you pay for even less also, there are options are there for like a reserve capacities. We will discuss what is this reserves and all because those are topics which we will cover in there. So but for the current scenario, please remember this. Actually, they don't ask any questions on this pay as you go model or something. Just for the awareness, I'm sharing this point. Okay, so as per the EC2 pricing model, we have few EC2 instances available. Okay, types of EC2 instance. One is on-demand EC2 instance. Okay, and the second one is reserve instance. Okay, and the third one is spot instance. Okay, so these are the three types of EC2 pricing models. Okay, and we will discuss one by one what this on-demand EC2 does, what this is instance does, and what the spot instance does in this. Okay, so let's go to the first one is on-demand EC2 instance. Okay, so here in this pay hourly. Okay, pay hourly basis. All right. And the second point here is there is no commitment. Okay. And basically it is used for testing environment. Okay. It is used for testing environment uh, and used by the startups also. Okay, so here the payment of this kind of demand on demand EC2 is hourly basis and there is no commitment. No commitment means like you should have to use for 1 year or it is to be used for 6 years or 6 months or something like no. As long as you want to use it, you powered on the EC2 instance. Once your work is done, you can power off this EC2 instance. Okay, so by which your billing will stop. Okay, so how this billing happens is as long as the machine is in on state, okay, the billing happens. When you stop the instance, stop is nothing but power offing the instance. Means power offing your system will stop the billing of it. But but one point here is suppose you have a drives attached to it. Let's say for like two drives are attached for 100 GB. So even if you stop the instance, but you are using the volumes right still connected to the EC2 instance, it is not deleted. So for that also the billing will goes for it. Okay, so suppose you don't want to use the EC2 instance for long and you terminate it. Terminating means deleting. I will discuss that also in the practical way, but just for the hands-on, I am telling. Termination means deleting the server, totally including the storage also. Your data will also get deleted here when you click the termination. Then the total usage will be stopped. Volumes will get deleted, so there will be no billing. Instance will also get deleted, so no billing will be there. Okay, so this is how the EC2 instance works and pricing model works. Okay, and coming to the reserved instance. Okay, here we got it out. For instance service, can we check this service as a free? Yes, yes, you have one. I will show you that also. The point which you asked. If you go to instances, right? Okay, when you create an instance, I will show that also. Okay, you will have one instance noted as a free tier. Okay, so free tier means you can use that instance for free. Okay, if you keep it on also, they will not charge you actually. Okay, today the EC2 console is fast. Okay, I will tell you that later on also. Okay, see, yeah, yeah. Okay, there will be an option you can use it for free also, Jessica. Anurag. Okay, sorry, Anurag. Fine. Okay, so coming to the next one is reserved instance. Okay, in the name itself, you will be able to understand it is contract basis. Okay, all right, fine. Uh, so what it means is or suppose you want to use a server for a 1 year. Suppose you are having one project, okay, and you have to test any application whether it's running fine or not for 1 year. Okay, and you want to analyze it. Okay, so for that purpose, you have to use the instances for 1 year for sure. We have that roadmap. So in that case, you cannot use for on demand. Okay, on demand is pay as you go model only. You can power on and power off. But here you're already having a tenure of 1 year, right? So the reserve instance will be very useful here because based on the contract basis, the billing will change here. Okay, a person who want to use it for certain period of time, then they will go for the reserved instance. Okay, and coming to the next point, it provides services with a capacity reservation. Okay, what it means like whatever the resources provided by you will not be shared by any other resources. Okay, so the mentioned configuration will be used by you only. Even if you powered off also, that will not be used by other resources. Okay, the system will be with you, and whatever the configurations they have provided will be reserved for you actually. Okay, so this is what the reserved instance means. Okay, and if you go to the next point, that is it provides discount on hourly basis. Okay, so suppose like in a platform, let's say for using like more hours, then you are using more hours, then they will give some discount also on that also as per the requirement. Okay, and here more we pay upfront, okay, the more you will use it. That means uh what it mean upfront, you have heard a new thing here. Upfront means advance. Okay, if you pay the payment in advance, they will increase the tenure of your usage also. Okay, for suppose as I explained before also, right? So as per the reservations and as per the capacity, if you play in advance, they will increase the tenure or they will give few more features of using the instances. This is what the reserved instance is. Okay, if you go to the next one, that is spot instance. Okay, so what is this spot instance? Uh, It is a bidding concept. Okay, so here what happens is, in the spot instance, we quote a price, and if it accepts, then EC2 will use. Okay, what it means is, suppose there are like, I am one user, okay, and I told that I will pay like, say, let's say $10 for the specific configurations, and I will set this bidding for them. Okay, in the same fashion, another person is there for same configuration, he is going to pay, let's say, $15. Okay, so as per the bidding values, the AWS will provide the services to that specific user whose bidding is good. Okay, so for that purpose they will use it. Actually, the spot instance is very, very expensive instances. Okay, so the limited users will use the spot instances because it is totally on bidding base. Okay, so as per the code, they will provide the EC2 instance to them. Okay, but here the one point here limitation is, suppose you have bid a machine for, let's say, $20 for, let's say, for 20 hours, or let's say for 30 hours. Okay, as soon as the 30 hours complete, automatically the instance will go shut down. Okay, you will lose the access to the specific instance. So that is the one drawback here. Drawback instance means pay as you go model, so you're paying it for that. So as soon as it will get the time is tenure is completed, you have to again bid for it, and you have to again create an instance for it. Okay, so this is what the spot instance do. Okay, right. Okay, so I will write this point here so that you all able to understand that. Okay, here user code price, right, and sorry, and if accepted, the EC2 will be used by them. Okay, and here instance get shut down when exceeds limit. Limit means the time window. Okay, you can take it as a time window. The meaning of shut. Okay, all right. So this is what the spot instance do. Okay, right. There are few more types of instances are available here. Okay, I will explain it now. So till now, any doubts, friends, please let me know so that I will try to clear the doubts from my end. No doubts. Okay. So if you go to the other type of EC2, there is one more there. Okay, we got some doubt, is it? Okay, fine, thank you. Next one is physical EC2 instances. Okay, what it means physical. Okay, till now we discuss about cloud and all everything, but now currently the tutor is telling physical EC2 instance, what it means actually. Okay, so what it means, like, sometimes what happens, you will have some machine is there, okay, that is located in New York, okay, and you have a license for it, okay, and you're using it, and the application is running on it, okay, and you don't want to make any changes, or you don't want to create a new instance and migrate this whole stuff into the cloud. Okay, so it is little bit tough call for you to accept this. So in that case, what will happen, we will approach the AWS, okay, and we will let them know that, see friend, I am having one server, a physical machine, which is totally configured and it is running my application. I don't want to migrate this whole thing into the cloud, like creating a new EC2 instance as per the requirement. Huh? So what's another option? So in that case, AWS says we will have an option of physical EC2 instance, which means they will take care of your physical machine from 0 to 100%, which means it will includes the hardware replacement also. Okay, if something happens to that machines, they will come into the picture and will restore it. Okay, if some issue with OS, they will come and check from there and they'll provide support for that machine. Okay, so what it happens is they will link this machine to the AWS network and they will manage that machine so that the user can use this physical machine for their usage without migrating or without managing the uh, physical machine. Okay, so the whole responsibility goes in the AWS control. So this is what the physical EC2 instance says here. Okay, so if we go in a theoretical way, okay, we will write it as it is physical EC2 servers dedicated for use. Okay, right. And the second one is dedicated host can help to reduce cost by allowing you to use existing server. Okay, bound software license. The example for this I can give like a Oracle. Okay, if you're having Oracle installed on your physical machine, you want to use it. So in that case, the physical EC2 instance will come. Okay, so this is what the types of EC2 instances I thought to discuss with you. So friends, please let me know if you have any doubts in it so that I will try to do check from my side. Okay, no doubts from your end. Okay. So we will discuss about the pricing model also, so that yeah, sure, Anuj, yes, well, yes, I will tell you. Coming to the physical EC2 instance, okay, how it is different from others is, first thing is, uh, you are having your own physical machine. Suppose you are having a laptop, okay, and you have the application running in it. Okay, if something happens to the laptop, what will you do? We have to approach the service vendor. Let's say your laptop is for like Lenovo, you have to call the Lenovo and tell them that my physical machine is having an issue. Please do something on it. And you have to bear for it. Okay, you have to pay the money for every single services and all. Okay, so here, and you have to manage the network also. You have to pay the bills for the networking and all. Right. Okay, so all these headaches will go zeros because the AWS will come to your home or to your office. They will take a control of your physical machine. Okay, they will attach this physical machine to their AWS network. Okay, they will disconnect it from your regular internet service provider. They will club the existing machine to the AWS network, and they will simply say the whole thing like, whatever the issues comes for this physical machine, I will bear for it. you use this machine as your own. Okay. And what is the point of using this is, there are some users or there are some services where they don't want to disturb their physical data centers. Okay. For example, I am one engineer. Okay. And I have one application. Okay. And I am using 10 physical machines for my application usage. So that is almost like a small data center. Okay. And once I go to the AWS, they will say that your data center is having 10 machines. So I will take a charge of it. Okay. And I will take a control of it. You use that application on this 10 machines. Okay. Forget about the hardware and all. I will take care of it. Whatever the issues comes, I will replace that hardware issues. Okay. So they will try to keep the machine up as soon as from their end actually. So that is the main difference. But if you go to the other EC2 instances, what you're doing is you're simply going into the AWS console, okay, selecting the configuration, and the machine is created to you and it is provided to you. You don't know where the machine has been created. You don't know what is the physical machine on which this is set up. Okay. But if you go for physical EC2 instance, you know what is my machine is, where it is located. But that totally under control of the AWS. Okay. So this is how it is slightly different from the regular on-demand instance and reserved instance. Okay. It is not widely used. For some purpose, they use this acting. I hope you got it, Anurag, right? Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. Fine. Yeah. All right. Thank you for asking the doubts, because if you ask the questions, so then only the session will go fine actually. Okay. So let me stop the screen, stop the recording here. Okay.